reality of wrestling, the flagship of Texas wrestling.
You just can't see it anywhere else.
He's 15 feet in the air. Brian takes him up top. Oh, look at this. Oh, my God.
Will testify.
Look at you, dig that.
Boom.
Welcome to the front row of sports entertainment. I'm Matt Topolsky.
And I am Brad Gilmore.
You are Brad Gilmore, and that is the Row Nation. Welcome to another edition of the reality of wrestling. And Brad, a big episode of the show this week. Let's get right into it. The reality of wrestling television championship up for grabs in our main event. TERRALE Tempo, a meteoric superstar here right now at the reality of wrestling, but he's defending that title against the leader of Legion, SHAWN Hendrix.
And you know, when SHAWN Hendrix around, so is Legion. Can TERRALE Tempo overcome that and retain his championship? We'll find out tonight.
Also on the road this week, Double AJ, Abel Andrew Jackson in action against Rob Barnes, and I hope we don't see a repeat of what we saw a few weeks ago, and that was Stevie Ray getting physically
stop it already.
involved.
You know, stop it already. I've actually invited Stevie Ray to sit next to us on commentary for that match tonight, and then I want you to say that to his face. Stevie Ray Incorporated is a maker of champions, and we'll find out tonight that that is how it goes.
And in addition to all that, Brad, something I think we both can agree on, the Diamonds division is in action, and we're going to take you up to the ring because it starts right now.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Being accompanied to the ring by the Black Diamond Ivory Robin from Indianapolis, Indiana, Jada.
TP, it's the Diamonds division. You know I love the Diamonds division, and I gotta say, I like this team. I like this team right here. Jada and Ivory Robin. Ivory Robin, of course, former Diamonds division champion. So is Jada. And what a powerful force.
One thing that we've noticed in the Diamonds division in recent weeks is unique alliances being formed. But here's the thing, Brad, at the end of the day, there is only one Diamonds division championship, and I think all of these ladies need to remember that.
Her opponent from Houston, Texas, Miranda.
Since making her reality of wrestling return, Miranda has been extremely impressive, showing us an entirely new side of her wrestling acumen.
Here we go. Jada, former Diamonds Division champion, won that championship from Kylie Ray, her former biffle, former best friend. And then we saw a kind of strange bedfellows, if you will, between Miranda and Kylie Ray teaming up in recent weeks. Now,
Extremely unexpected between the two of them. And interestingly enough, of the three competitors out here tonight, two of them, as you stated at the beginning of this match, are former Diamonds Division champions, but Miranda has never had the honor of hoisting that title above her head. And you know, Brad Gilmore, that may be simmering inside her. Might be that chip on the shoulder that we see.
You know what? To be honest with you, TP, I think Miranda's playing the long game right here. Wait, cover.
Cover here. Just a one count.
Kind of one. I think Miranda's playing the long game here. I mean, what keep your friends close, enemies closer, right? I think she's getting in close with Kylie Ray so she can do the exact same thing that Jada did. She's just following the blueprint, and then she can become the Diamonds Division champion as well.
Diamonds Division action this week to start off the action here on the reality of wrestling. Join in on the conversation. Hashtag Row on CW. Cradle here, cover, two, and a kick out.
Kick out at 2. Our new junior referee making sure he's in there for the count. Oh, up and over there by Miranda. Oh! You know, you are right to talk about showing us a new side of her wrestling acumen.
Cover here, hooks the leg from Miranda, 2, and a kick out from Jada.
Looks like that drop kick may have just grazed the lower jaw of Jada. Uh-oh.
Oh, and look at that, Ivory getting involved. Now, come on.
What happened? What happened? I was looking at my notes. What happened?
Well, look at your monitor, and what you'll clearly see is Ivory getting involved in the matchup.
I was looking for a stat. There was no stat on here.
You know, you talk about the long game, and the real question is, what is the plan? What is the blueprint, if you will, for Ivory Robin and Jada? What's their long game?
Hey, these two are buddies. They're sisters. You know what I mean? They were brought to us together. Oh, hold on here. You know, we found out in recent weeks that they were, when I say...
Lateral press here, hooks the leg, cover from Jada, just a 2 count.
Sorry, the Diamonds are out here. I'm fumbling over my words. We found out recently after their formation of a team that they're actually sorority sisters, and that's their connection. That's what brings them together. And there's one thing, you know, we learned in The Godfather. You never go against the family. And I don't think we're going to see any splintering of this relationship anytime soon.
Well, I think if history tells us anything, specifically in the Diamonds division, is that these alliances don't last very long. Hooks the leg once again, cover here, center of the ring, Jada. But a kick out at 2. We want to remind everyone at home, still to come in our main event, TERRALE Tempo. One of the fastest rising stars in reality of wrestling, defends that television championship against SHAWN HENDRIX, the leader of the demonic collective Legion. That is still to come in our main event. Right now it's Diamonds division action to start off the row this week.
Oh, swing and a miss. Miranda, big shoulder block. Oh.
Miranda catching that second win right there. Now that time, that drop kick connected, flush cover, kick out at 2. But Miranda got all of it. It's this new side of Miranda that we've seen in recent months, Brad Gilmore, since returning to reality of wrestling. More focused than she's ever been, and now she's really turning up the heat.
Oh, wow.
Running bulldog, center of the ring.
That might be all. Jada trying to roll
cover,
away.
1, 2.
Oh, what a kick out. But Ivory Robin was there, and she could have gotten involved once again, you know, according to you. Oh. Maybe
according to the facts.
What?
Cover here. Oh, and once again, Ivory Robin getting involved. Oh!
What facts are you talking about? You must have alternate facts, TP, because I just see a woman defending her best friend.
Well, the official was distracted there from Jada. Oh, it spikes Miranda in the center of the ring with a DDT. Come on, not this way. Cover 3.
Your winner, Jada!
Well, thanks to the assistance of Ivory Robin, not once but twice, Jada is victorious in what was supposed to be a singles match in the Diamonds division to start off the action this week on the reality of wrestling. And I'm sure you missed the end of this match as well, Brad Gilmore.
Hey, I saw what happened. I saw a woman defending her family, her sorority sister, Jada. She was coming to her aid.
Well, Jada, victorious this week on the reality of wrestling, thanks to Ivory.
Rob Barnes, Reality Wrestling, can I have a question?
Of course, always.
You're facing off against Double AJ, Abel Andrew Jackson, and with a Stevie Ray by his side. You know Stevie Ray Incorporated, they're not too far behind. What are your thoughts on the match?
Look, I see what Stevie's doing. He's got some issue with Australia, and I don't understand what. I don't think anyone really understands what. And he's trying to drive it home, trying to convince me that there's a problem with me here. So, I get it. He's got his American politician, Abel Andrew Jackson, going up against it. But, you know, to be honest, I don't really buy Abel Andrew Jackson's credentials. I feel like, you know what, I've probably visited more states of the USA than Abel Andrew Jackson. And in fact, I have a crisp pineapple that says I know the names of more states than him.
Hold on, Rob. Pineapple?
Yeah. An Australian 50. See the color? It's like a pineapple.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, it's my lucky pineapple. It doesn't matter. The fact is, Abel Andrew Jackson, Stevie Ray, it doesn't matter what their plans are. I am not going to let them bully me into not performing at my best. They're going to find out.
Thank you for your time.
Miranda thought she had me. You know what? And where was her BFF? Pikachu. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, Smiley Kylie. Did you see her ringside? I didn't see her ringside. But Miranda, she got a cheap shot on me. And that's one thing that everybody knows is that you never come for the black diamond. Nah. But hey, she thought she had me.
Row Nation, I am joined here alongside the reigning, defending Texas champion, Rex Andrews. Rex, we've seen you defend your title here. We've seen you defend your title really all over the United States, representing the great state of Texas here. And most recently, we also saw you at Hurricane Pro Wrestling. You have clearly stated time and time again that you are a fighting champion. Tell us a little bit about this most recent battle that you had over at Hurricane.
At Hurricane Pro Wrestling, I faced one of the top talents in professional wrestling in Vordell Walker. He came to face me. When he came after my Texas championship, he had something to prove just like I did. See, I said that I was only defending this against the top talent in the country, and that's exactly what Vordell Walker is, and he is an extremely violent individual. So that match set the tone for the intensity of these matches. And my team is only placing me in the most competitive matches because like you said, I'm out to prove how good Texas wrestling is. I'm representing Reality of Wrestling, the flagship of Texas wrestling, everywhere I go. Just like I've proven here time and time again, and everywhere that I've gone, from Oklahoma, Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, anywhere I go. Rex Andrews is better than all of them. And Rex Andrews is the champion of Texas.
Come in. Whoa, man. Sit down, man, talking to you, all right? Yeah, not the whole family, all right? Not the whole family.
Hey, no. We came in here together. We gonna leave here together. Calm down. Listen. I need to talk to him, all right? So just give me a second. Give me a minute to talk to him. Siempre haces eso.
Bounce, man.
Vamos.
See what I'm saying? Have a seat, man. What you want? See what I'm saying?
I'm sorry about that. Look. I need a favor, Book.
What's that?
I need a favor. Look, it's all over the news. It's all over the internet. Everyone's talking about it backstage. You guys are bringing in ACH.
Yeah, that's right. This kid's hot.
He may be hot out there, man, but he's no star. I'm telling you. You have stars right here at Reality Wrestling, and I am one of those stars. And I just need you to do me a favor and give me a chance to prove it, not only to myself, prove it to you once more.
So what you saying, man?
What I'm saying is, I want ACH in this debut at the Reality Wrestling.
You want
That's
ACH?
Right, yes.
You want ACH?
Yes.
Oh my! I tell you what. What if you lose? Huh? What if you lose? If I give you ACH, what if you lose?
What if I lose? What if I lose? Look, I ain't gonna lose. All right? I'm not gonna lose. I have something to prove to myself. But if I do lose, I'll shake his hand. I'll admit he's a better man. But as far as I'm concerned, that guy does not belong at Reality of Wrestling.
Okay, I tell you what. Next week, Aiden Christian versus ACH. You got it. I like your attitude.
All right.
Just don't bring your goons with you, all right? All right? Just don't bring your goons with you.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Sydney, Australia, weighing 95 kilos, Rob Ford.
Well, a few weeks ago here on The Reality of Wrestling, Rob Barnes was the victim of a gang assault. Yes, I said it, a gang assault, courtesy of Stevie Ray and his client, AAJ, Abel Andrew Jackson. Rob Barnes looking for retribution this week on the road.
A gang assault?
A gang assault.
Oh my Lord. You know, if you listen to you, the sky's always falling here.
I'm just calling it like I see it.
But you need context.
His opponent being accompanied to the ring by Stevie Ray from Washington, D.C., weighing 210 pounds, Abel Andrew Jackson.
Matt Sapolsky, I'm going to tell you something right now. Stand for greatness. Stand for greatness.
Right here is going to take me to the top. I've been telling everybody.
What is so great? What is so great?
Consultant, a great business mind.
I will be the first one to admit that Stevie Ray is a legend in this business. No one can argue his resume of accomplishments. But time and time again, he gets physically involved in these matches on behalf of his clients. And we will never know for sure whether Abel Andrew Jackson actually has what it takes to move up the ranking system here at Reality of Wrestling if he can't win a match by himself. Time and time again, Stevie Ray assaulting the opponents of his clients.
I'm not even going to dignify that accusation with a response. I asked Stevie Ray to join us on commentary, and if he wants to, he can come over here right now. Stand for greatness. Stand for greatness.
Well, I will stand for Stevie Ray here at the table.
Stand for greatness.
I will. Well, we want to welcome you to the table.
You
Thank
should,
you
Potowski.
Yes, sir.
Stand what this sucker looking at over here. You just make sure you get up there and say the right name.
Say the right name, you sucker. Stand. I told
Rob
you to stand for
Barnes.
greatness. Talk about him, Steve.
You know, Abel is going to eat this man like a bowl of collard green. Rob Barnes shouldn't even be in the United States of America. Look at the kangaroo on the back of his trunks. Look what he represents. A boxing kangaroo. This man is full of
Backslide
crap.
right here. Just a 1 count.
And I got my people out right now trying to find out who he really is. Who is he? Who is he, Potowski?
We have some people on Twitter that want me to ask you, Stevie Ray, whether or not you support an immigration ban against Rob Barnes.
Yes, I do. I think it should be a wall built in the middle of the Pacific, all the way from Fiji to Hawaii and beyond, to make sure none of these suckers come off the coast of Australia.
Australia, I mean, what do they have to offer besides a blooming onion? Nothing.
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 Nothing. A country, a continent.
Here from Rob Barnes, missile drop
Come
kick.
on.
From Australia to Houston, Texas.
I think that's an illegal maneuver.
Rob Barnes.
Rob Barnes. Snap suplex from Rob Barnes on top of Abel Andrew Jackson. Cover here,
Come
too.
on, Abel. You
And a
kick out of that. He can't hold Abel. Abel Andrew Jackson is about to go to the top. He is one step away with my expert tutelage of going straight to the top, and maybe, just maybe, with my expert tutelage, and I want you to acknowledge that, Potowski.
I do acknowledge it. I do acknowledge it.
That he is going to be the next.
Oh,
Reality
springboard
of
cross body there
heavyweight
from
champion.
Abel Andrew Jackson. Very impressive cover. Kick out at 2.5.
This sap is going to be our first victim. We are going to make an example out of him. We are going to make sure he gets his passport. We'll find it, even though he's acting as though he's lost it. We will find him, and we're going to put him on the first thing back, a crop duster maybe, if not a ship carrying goods back to Australia.
Back, all the way back to Australia.
Side suplex there from AAJ.
That's right, Potowski.
Center of the ring, cover,
say.
hooks the leg. Kick out at 2. Respectfully, Stevie Ray, if I could ask this question, will you commit here tonight to not getting physically involved in this match like you did a few weeks ago?
Another accusation.
Firstly, I do not like you come on this television program and tell people things that I didn't do. You don't do that. That's first and foremost, Potowski. I've never interfered with anything. Now, if somebody comes out and says something to me, maybe...
And they physically provoke you.
Yes, then I got to retaliate and defend myself. Don't you know that?
That's following the law.
If you did something right now, I'm going to retaliate and defend myself, Patowski.
Well, don't worry about that because I won't be doing anything.
Don't worry, I'm not worried.
What would he worry about you?
Look at the man. Look at the greatness of the man. Look how far he's came along. The man has been in the gym with me. The man has learned different things on what to do in the ring, how to keep his opponent off kilter, off balance. He has been training with me, lifting the heavyweights, not the chicken crap race that he used to do. Hanging and banging in the combat zone. Do you know anything about that? You, Patowski.
Just what you tell me, Steve.
He doesn't know anything about it. I mean, Stevie Ray Incorporated represents greatness. Everyone you've ever signed to a contract has gone on to win gold in reality wrestling.
That's right, and I appreciate those sentiments. Don't be like this guy.
Those are facts, unlike his alternative
With the
facts.
exception of Abel Andrew Jackson, of course.
What?
We just signed him. Give him a second. When Stevie Ray walked into reality wrestling the very first night, his first client held the reality wrestling.
Oh, a very impressive move there from Rob Barnes and Stevie Ray. Wait a minute, Stevie Ray has left the commentating table, and of course, once again getting physically involved in the match.
The referee.
Oh, and Rob Barnes just struck Stevie Ray.
You can't do that.
You want to talk about asking for it? And wait a minute, here comes Team Death Bear. It's absolute bedlam at ringside. Oh, hell is broken loose.
He just smacked greatness.
He was getting physically involved in the match yet again. And what was a 2-on-1 gang assault just a few weeks ago has now turned to 3-on-1, possibly 4-on-1. Rob Barnes is in no man's land, and he is being taken apart by Stevie Ray Incorporated. This has got to come to an end. How could you or anybody else endorse this?
Well, Stevie Ray was provoked. He was struck by Rob Barnes. And now look at greatness. Team Death Bear, the tag team champions, of future champion in Abel Andrew Jackson, and greatness in Stevie Ray.
For the second time in as many weeks, Stevie Ray and his clients have torn apart Rob Barnes.
Greatness.
Row Nation standing here backstage alongside the newest Reality of Wrestling superstar here, ACH. ACH, I think many in the Row Nation might have seen you on television in promotions all over the world. Yeah, you. And here, next week, in this very arena, we will be seeing you in action, your debut match against Aiden Cristiano.
Oh, man. Well, with my recent departure, I felt underused. I didn't feel appreciated. So I felt like I had to come back to my roots, and that's here in Texas. The people that made me, the people that have watched me grow from a child wrestler to a grown man that I am today. And see, the Row Nation is a well-respected community within Texas. So I felt like if I had to prove a point, it had to be here. Because the competition here is the best, I hear. But if you're ready for a little bit of ACH, there's only one way to describe that. I'm going to push you, please. Super! Catchphrase.
Keeper.
Cam.
What's up, man?
What's it been, like a week?
It's been a bit. I know, I'm going to be honest, I know things have been weird between you and I. With what happened with me and Rex, but long story short, I went to the doctor. My elbow was hyperextended, there was a little bit of damage. If you didn't do what you did, it could be a lot worse. So, I'm right here, I'm apologizing, I'm saying I'm sorry.
Appreciate that, man.
And we had to do our tag team thing, get back to the tag team titles. I went up to Booker, I was like, I got some things I gotta heal. I told him, I have my shot, Kiefer should get his shot. So I told him, next week you got JJ Blake, #1 contender.
JJ Blake.
Yeah.
The #1 contender for the Row Championship?
Yeah, next week. I'm really excited for you.
I mean, he's got a goofy hat and all, but this is a big opportunity for me. 2 years I've been on the main roster. 2 years unbeaten.
Yeah.
Never been pinned, never been submitted. Why am I still sitting here talking to you? I gotta train, man.
Yeah, I'm working on it right now. It's gonna be a great card tonight. Hey, hold on. Come on in. Hey, let me call you back. Shawn HENDRIX. I just want to call you in here to talk to you about a couple of things. You got a big match tonight.
Yeah.
Reality of Wrestling Television Championship. TERRALE Tempo, the champion, versus Shawn HENDRIX. It's all on the line tonight.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what. It's a big night for Reality of Wrestling. And I don't need you messing it up. Alright? So if any Legion member get involved in this match, it's gonna be an instant disqualification. You got that?
Yeah.
Hey, before you leave, if anybody get involved, you will forfeit any future championship matches as well. You got that?
Yeah.
Thanks for coming, kid.
Tonight's Reality of Wrestling Rewind is brought to you by the King of Solar Screens, home of the $50 any size solar screen.
He's definitely a guy that I wouldn't want to cross in the dark alley, TP. I'll tell you that much. Look at the size of him. Look at the size of Van Harrison.
Well, I certainly hope that SHAWN has taken out a Lloyd's of London policy on his face. He may need it before this one's over.
I mean, Van Harrison was a all-star defensive end out of Louisiana Tech. Booker T signed him as a free agent, gave him a big fat contract to come out here to Reality of Wrestling and try his hand inside the squared circle. And SHAWN, though, he's gonna square up with him, and he might get the best of him. Look at that, look at that. Choke the big man out. Come on, SHAWN. Wow.
You can't mess with Jay.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, my goodness! SHAWN just launched through the air like a human dart. And Harrison.
Van Harrison sends him into the rope, swing and a miss. Oh, he's going for that headshot. Van Harrison
He caught SHAWN in midair like a child.
Oh.
Power slam, cover, 1, 2, count to 1,000.
Wow. Wow.
Your winner, Van Harrison.
Game, set, match.
Wow.
Van Harrison sending a message to Big Sean Studd and the Reality of Wrestling locker room that he is not here to play around.
I mean, SHAWN is a great competitor in his own right, but he was in there and he got manhandled by Van Harrison.
Come on, man. You have this shark on your arm, shark on your shirt, monotone with the colors. Who is styling you these days?
SHAWN, Reality Wrestling.
Seriously, can't you see I'm having a conversation? Hold it for one moment. Look, you came to the right man to give you fashion tips, okay? Be gone for now. I'll take care of you later.
SHAWN, you had your match against the debuting Van Harrison and obviously didn't go your way. Can we get some thoughts on the match and how do you feel?
You really gonna come in here and ask me about Van Harrison again? You really want my thoughts on how the match went? Let me tell you how the match went, okay? I got hit by a Mack truck. You know why? Because I wasn't looking. I wasn't prepared. I wasn't thinking. I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna take care of this chump. It's gonna be nothing. Van Harrison, you're something. You are something. But I'm gonna show you and everybody else what happens when SHAWN takes a match seriously. I'm gonna show them who they are supposed to fear in this world. There's only one name that's supposed to bring any fear in Reality of Wrestling, and that's J-E-I-S, accent over the A-N. One more time, J-E-I-S, accent over the A-N. You got any more questions, man? All right, let me go style this kid. God, get out of my face.
television championship defended in our main event tonight here at the Reality of Wrestling. I am joined alongside the defending television champion, Terrale Tempo. Tempo, you are facing off against Shawn Hendrix, who earned his way to this match tonight. He has been gunning for this very TV championship. How are you preparing for yet another big title defense?
I prepare like I always prepare, Chris. Work out hard in the gym, watch tape. This is the first time me and Hendrix getting in the ring with each other. And tonight, I don't only have to worry about Hendrix, but I got to worry about his lackeys, a.k.a. Legion. Because you know they're going to come up somewhere. Somehow, they'll be there. But when they get there, they'll find out that I'm not alone either, and that the Row Nation has my back. And tonight, I'm walking in, television champion, and I'm walking out, television champion.
All I need is a little tempo.
Tonight's episode of The Row is brought to you by Walker Texas Lawyer at WalkerTexasLawyer.com. Hilton Furniture, let him have it. The king of solar screens, home of the $50 any size solar screen. Welcome back to the Reality of Wrestling. Matt Topolsky alongside Brad Gilmore for The Row. And Brad, before we talk about our main event, which is still to come next week here on the Reality of Wrestling, making his Row debut, one of the hottest stars in professional wrestling today, and certainly one of its hottest free agents, ACH will be right here at the World Gym Arena.
We've heard a lot about ACH, and I'm looking forward to his debut. I think it's a little strange, though, that he's from Austin, Texas, never come to the flagship of Texas Wrestling, but we'll see him next week.
But coming up next, the Reality of Wrestling Television Championship is up for grabs. Terrale Tempo is a meteoric superstar here at the Reality of Wrestling, and we thought earlier tonight he was going to have to face the numbers game of Legion. We now know that will not be the case when he faces Shawn Hendrix.
Booker T just had a one-on-one meeting with Shawn Hendrix. He said to Shawn Hendrix, if the Legion gets involved, not only will you be disqualified, you will never be given a championship opportunity ever again. That certainly changes the complexion of this match here tonight.
It's Shawn Hendrix versus Terrale Tempo for the TV title, and it's right now.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Reality of Wrestling Television Championship. Introducing first, representing Legion, weighing in at 175 pounds, he is the challenger, Shawn Hendrix.
Well, this is the first time in the history of Shawn Hendrix's career that he is getting a singles title opportunity as he goes one-on-one with Terrale Tempo in our main event, the television champion.
And you know, earlier, TP, I mentioned the numbers game always comes into play with Shawn Hendrix, but we just saw moments ago, Booker T said, Shawn Hendrix, if Legion gets involved, not only will you be disqualified, you will never get a championship opportunity ever again.
It will be one-on-one.
And his opponent, from Levelland, Texas, weighing 236 pounds, Terrale Tempo.
One of the most popular stars in reality of wrestling today, the World Gym Arena has just picked up the tempo. The TV champion, Terrale Tempo, is in the building. And right over here at the commentating table is Shawn Hendrix, which is why I'm sliding your direction, Brad.
Don't get scared. Terrale Tempo, you got to give credit where credit's due. Since winning that television championship, I mean, he's really set the Reality of Wrestling on fire, and he's everything that he says he is. He's setting the tempo for the television championship, and everyone tries to get it off of his waist. You got to keep up with him.
Will Shawn Hendrix pay dividends tonight? Or will he capture his first singles gold here at Reality of Wrestling? The leader of Legion got this opportunity thanks to the assistance of the monster of Legion, Nomak. Shawn Hendrix was able to defeat Brian Keith in a #1 contenders match for this championship, leading to the matchup we have right now in our main event. It's Terrale Tempo versus Shawn Hendricks, and we invite everyone at home to use that hashtag #RowOnCW when talking about this high-stakes main event.
Well, here we go. A lockup here, and we're underway. Big main event, big opportunity for Shawn Hendricks. I mean, you talk about a guy who's been around the road for a while. Kind of shocking, I think, to a lot of people that this would be his first opportunity, but he earned, whether you like the way he earned it or not, against Ryan Keith.
And meanwhile, Terrale Tempo, you cannot ignore his meteoric rise here to stardom in reality of wrestling. Since bursting on the scene, had an instant connection with the Row Nation, then truly earned their respect after those series of matches with Rex Andrews. Rex Andrews went on to be given the Reality of Wrestling Texas Championship because of all the incredible accomplishments he's had here at the Row. The TV title was put on the line in a battle royal, which Terrale Tempo won. Now Tempo, in his next defense here against Shawn Hendricks, seems to be the favorite. What can Shawn Hendricks do, in your opinion, Brad Gilmore, to change that?
Shawn Hendricks is going to have to do a lot. He's going to have to keep up the pace with Tempo.
Cover here, center of the ring, hooks the leg, count of 2.
But I'll tell you this, Shawn Hendricks' biggest attribute has never just been what goes on inside the ring. His biggest attribute has always been his mind. He's always been able to outthink everybody. He's always been able to influence people. And if he can outthink Terrale Tempo tonight, he actually has a legitimate chance at winning, the television championship.
The one thing Shawn Hendricks will not have at his disposal tonight is the demonic collective legion. As you stated at the beginning of this matchup, they have been barred from ringside by decree of Booker T, who said if they show up, Shawn Hendricks will never get a title shot again. Cover here from Terrale Tempo, kick out at 2 3/4. And Shawn Hendricks is going to need a breather here.
Shawn Hendricks getting up here on the apron. Wait a minute. Terrale Tempo going. Okay, And there it is, Shawn Hendricks. That's what I was talking about, using that mind, using his brain to outsmart Tempo. Oh, wow.
Neck breaker.
Nice running neck breaker. And now the momentum has changed, doing exactly what I said to do, is outsmart Terrale Tempo. Now the momentum has changed. The tempo has shifted in the favor of the challenger.
This is a true wild card for Terrale Tempo. He hasn't faced an athlete quite like Shawn Hendricks. Very cerebral, very methodical, as you point out, using that head. Will be an interesting challenge for the television champion.
Now that knee in the back, cranking back on the chin, trying to cut off Tempo. And now this crowd, though, getting behind him. Looks like Hendricks got him by the beard.
Hendricks needs to hang on for dear life here in the World Gym Arena. Firmly behind Terrale Tempo.
Took 3 elbows to get Tempo off, but Tempo's still feeling the effects of that. Now he's picked him up. Hendricks lands on his... A beautiful enziguri. This could be all if
he connects flush cover here to win the television championship. Kick out at 2.
Wow. Had he gotten to him a second sooner, we might have had a new television champion. This is your main event tonight on Reality of Wrestling. Use the hashtag #RowOnCW.
Great cut off there from Terrale Tempo. Standing drop kick. Launches Shawn Hendricks across the squared circle. The TV champion fired up, head of steam into the corner. Reversal from Shawn Hendricks again.
It seems though like when Tempo, wait a minute, let me not. Wow. The power, now he's calling for it. He's calling for that finish. He's calling for the pay and dividends. His finishing maneuver.
Can he hit it? Terrale Tempo paying dividends, and wait a minute, here comes Legion.
Here comes Legion. Now remember, Booker T said if Legion gets involved in this match, if they lay hands on Tempo, Shawn Hendricks never gets a championship opportunity ever again. Senior referee John Flores making sure that no one gets involved, and wait, Hendricks takes advantage of the distraction.
Mind games at this point, going for the Hendricks hangover to win the television championship. He hit it, center of the ring, cover 1, 2, Hendricks is just no. My goodness, 2 and 99%.
Wow. happened here before in the row. Big maneuver off a big distraction.
Knee to the temple. Hendrix on top again to win the television championship. Kick out again from Terrale Tempo. The mind games, the numbers game, everything stacked against Terrale Tempo right now, and he continues to dig down deep and muster just enough energy to stay in this match.
But now, Shawn Hendrix has weakened Tempo. That hangover definitely is he's feeling the effects of that hangover.
Oh, wait a minute.
Like a long night out
Could
of the
be
town.
the next time paying dividends. This time he hit it. Second time's a charm, and he got all of it. Cover 1, 2, count to 1,000.
Wow.
Here is your winner and still Reality of Wrestling Television Champion, Terrale Tempo.
Terrale Tempo is like an unstoppable freight train. One challenger after another, one challenge after another, one obstacle after another, and he pushes the tempo and crosses the finish line. Still your TV champion, Terrale Tempo.
Wow. We saw Legion come out. We thought the numbers game might have come into play once again with just a distraction. And then Terrale Tempo comes back after that huge Hendrix hangover to win the match. And now he's celebrating with the crowd.
Another electrifying edition of the Reality of Wrestling concludes. And it's Terrale Tempo standing strong once again. We'll see you next week right back here at the World Gym Arena for more of the front row of sports entertainment.